Today we're going to be doing something a little bit differently. He's going to be teaching me how to mill.
No. Yeah.
Wait for it to be done?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a little scared.
It's okay.
Okay. What he said was the cord is super old and it started to fray up. So we literally can't turn it off or we won't be able to get it back on.
No way.
Did you really not check the gas?
Man, I've only had to put gas in this thing like twice. It never runs.
Don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Good morning, friends. It is a super nice day out today. I don't know how long it's gonna stay cool out, but it is relatively cool. So I'm gonna whip up a really quick breakfast. If you remember in our last video, we had a few more posts that we needed to mill before we could finish the fence. We thought we had enough, but there are two that are unusable. So we need to mill a couple. So I think we're gonna head out to the mill and do that. But first we need to eat, so let's make breakfast. Baby,
Yeah.
breakfast.
Thank you.
You wanted two, but they're quite big. friends. So Cody just got a log on the mill, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit differently. He's going to be teaching me how to mill. I've always watched him. I've watched a ton of videos on YouTube, but I've never actually done it myself, minus just pushing the saw for the camera a few times. So this is going to be very, very interesting. I think first I'm going to have to put my hair up right.
100%. Yeah, ignore our neighbor. I don't even know what he's doing. Dropping gravel, building a road into the middle of the woods. I don't even know.
Don't know.
Ignore that.
It's been going on all morning.
The first thing we're going to do is just kind of measure out the log to see how big it is, what we can get out of it, and then set our blade height according to that. Where it's at right now, I'm just shy of being able to get 12 inches out of it, unless I cut like all the way down here, and then we'd be wasting all that wood. I think we're gonna go with 8 inches and try to get 2 posts out of the first cut that we make. So we need to raise the blade up just a little bit. Hop up there.
Okay.
And then give me 1 rotation clockwise. And then put it down. So we always try to leave it down, like in the down position instead of up, because whenever it's up, even setting the locks, the saw still kind of tends to fall a little bit and it'll slowly rotate itself through the cut. But if we leave it at the bottom, it doesn't really do that. All right, so you got to kind of be able to visualize it. So see, we have about 8 inches of usable material in the middle. We kind of want to stray away from this stuff because it's the outer, softer wood. It's not as dense as this inner heartwood is. So with that at 8 inches, we look down, it puts us 4 inches right above the center of the tree. So we should be able to get 2 blocks out of that, or 2 posts. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the first thing we're gonna do is just throw a little bit of lube on all of our bearings before we start working. So we lube the bearings, we set the blade height. Mm-hmm. These are the locks. We make sure those are down so the saw doesn't move at all while we're cutting. Mm-hmm. Right here's the choke. We flip that over. Mm-hmm. This is the ignition. Switch that to on. Mm-hmm. And just pull the cord.
Okay, you leave the hardest part for me, the pulling of the cord.
Really put your mind in it. No. Yeah.
Wait for it to be done?
Yes.
Okay, my bad. That's
okay.
gonna hurt my hands.
Yeah. That's why don't do a really hard grip.
Because you want me to let go? Just don't try when it's already like...
Pull it and go right back in. Just don't have a tight hand grip in case that happens because it pulls your fingers. Like, let it be able to slip out of your hands.
Gotcha,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm a little scared.
It's okay.
Okay.
I might have flipped it now. Try it again. One more. One more. Oh, shit.
What happened?
Not right now.
Oh no, what did I do?
Let go. It's not you, it's the cord's getting old. I'm gonna try, I might be able to get it started. Better, it's gonna break. Come on, baby.
I don't know if you caught that, but basically what he said was the cord is super old and it started to fray up. So it's now in there, but we literally can't turn it off or we won't be able to get it back on. We'll have to replace the cord.
Man, I've only had to put gas in this thing like twice. It never runs out of gas.
So it turned off. Now we're gonna have the pleasure of trying to get it to start again.
Four hours later.
Like Cody said, we only needed about 4 more fence posts to finish out our fence, and we were able to get 5 cut today. We should have plenty to get everything done, and I'm very, very excited because I want our dogs to finally be able to run around. So, progress.
So I think that's pretty much it for today. It's about 3 or 4 o'clock. We got some stuff to do a little bit later this afternoon. We're gonna pick up over here real quick and get this wood stacked up, and then go run through the shower and start getting ready.
But don't worry, we're gonna take you guys with us. Guess where we're going? It should be obvious, right?
Let's go, birds.
After we got back from the game, I decided I wanted to get the first layer of drywall paint on the ceiling just to see how it looked. And if I'm gonna be honest, in the afternoon lighting, it did not look so great. But it's the next day and it doesn't look terrible. However, I think we're definitely gonna have to sand in a few areas, re-mud, and repaint, and we might end up just doing some sort of texture anyways. Drywall is definitely not our strong suit, and it's been a huge learning curve, but either way, I'm very happy to finally see some progress be made on the inside of the house.
Found this pond skimmer on Facebook Marketplace the other day. So before we went to the Cardinals game yesterday, we stopped and picked it up because it was kind of on the way. And this thing is twice as big as I thought it was going to be, twice as powerful as I thought it was going to be, and it's freaking awesome. Yesterday the pond was pretty much an entire blanket of algae, and it's gotten through, I'd say, about half of it in the last couple hours. It's definitely clearing up the water a lot. I'm slowly watching it turn from green to clear, so that's pretty cool. But it definitely also takes a lot of power. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to let it run all the time, but I think we're going to end up having to upgrade our solar setup for the pond and add some panels and a couple more batteries. That way it can run the aerator and this new skimmer that we got. I'm definitely excited because around fall time, the trees start dumping a ton of leaves into the pond. So this should definitely cut down a lot on how much I have to actually clean them out myself. be able to just take the skimmer basket out and dump it out and have a lot less work to do. We're also gonna have to add some plumbing to the ends of it. That way we can direct the water in different directions to make it circulate better. And also because, as you can see, it's kind of just pouring out the side of it at the moment.
It's about to rain, but really quick before we miss the opportunity, let's see what we can get from the garden because there is so much going on here. It's flourishing. We have a ton of banana peppers here. All of these were supposed to be normal jalapenos, so that's interesting. But I think I'm going to can them, and now we need to pick poblano peppers. So let's do it. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
I am?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang, that one's huge.
I think we found our first actual jalapeno plant. This is what we were supposed to get when we ended up with a bunch of banana peppers because of jalapeno game. So handsome. All right, girls, what do you have for me today?
Can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. The countryside is so pretty.